everybody, Mr. Selfridge here, responding to your request that we learn Pink Panther on the alto sax. I also have a video coming out on how to play Pink Panther on clarinet, and I hope to get a lot of the other instruments included on this lesson as well. In this lesson, we're not going to use sheet music, we're going to use letter notes, and the reason is something called copyright, which means if you don't own the rights to the song, you're not supposed to publish and distribute sheet music to the song. So we're going to use our letter notes, and that's going to work just fine because there are only 4 phrases to this song, and then there's a little bit at the end. We're going to learn this song in the key of A minor on the alto sax. If you try to play along with the original recording, it won't quite fit because the original recording is in the key of E minor, which puts alto sax in the key of C sharp minor, and that's pretty tricky. So I wanted to make it a little bit easier. We put it in A minor on the alto sax. Let's get started with phrase 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Phrase 1 starts on a G sharp. So we have our G fingering, 1, 2, 3, and we add our pinky on this key right here, and that makes a G sharp. Right at that point in phrase 1, we have a high F natural, which is our octave key, 1, 2, 3 on our top hand, and our first finger on our right hand. That's an F natural. That goes to an E. Bottom. Towards the end of phrase 1, you'll see there's an E flat. To play E flat, we're going to place our fingers for a D with the octave key. So it's octave key, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we add this pinky right here, this top pinky key. That is an E flat, otherwise known as a D sharp. So now that we've looked at some of those tricky notes in phrase 1, let's hear phrase 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might notice that when I'm playing the different phrases of this song, I'm slurring a lot of notes. When you're trying to play in a jazzy swing style like the Pink Panther, you don't want to tongue every single note because it sounds kind of choppy, and we want it to sound smooth. So if I was going to tongue every note of this song, it wouldn't quite sound right. It would sound like this. Okay, I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit for the effect, but we don't want that choppy tongue sound. In swing, in jazz, we're going to slur more. Okay, so listen to how I play this phrase with a lot of slurs. So I'm playing da, 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 da. Very smooth and not tonguing every single note. That's going to sound much better in this style of music. Phrase 2 is very similar to phrase 1, except at the end, we go up to a high A and a high G sharp with the octave key. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those last 2 notes, that high A and high G sharp, we simply play the same way we play them in the low octave. An A is 1, 2, and we add our octave key to make it high. And G sharp is the same as a low G sharp, 1, 2, 3, pinky right here, and the octave key makes it a high octave G sharp. So here's phrase 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're on to phrase 3, and it's really cool because phrase 3 is exactly the same as phrase 1. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, phrase 4, we're going to start on a high A, which is 1, 2, and the octave key, and we go down this scale called a minor pentatonic scale. A, G, E, D, then we take off our octave key, C, A. Then we jump up to an E flat, and that turns our minor pentatonic scale into something called a blues scale. It sounds very bluesy. E flat, remember, is your thumb on the octave key, 1, 2, 3 home keys on top, 1, 2, 3 home keys on the bottom, and we add this pinky key right next to the D key. And we're going to go E flat D, bottom, 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 on, off. So here's phrase 4 all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. After phrase 4, there's just a little extra part that repeats the last few notes of phrase 4 for our ending. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our final note of the song is that high G sharp that we played earlier. It's a high G, thumb on the octave key, 1, 2, 3, and your pinky on this G sharp key. And that's the final note of the song. So now we've gone through all 4 phrases of the song, including that little extra part at the end. Remember, as you're practicing this song, the notes are written down in the description. So it would be a really good idea to cut and paste those, maybe print them out, so you have the notes in front of you as you're practicing. This song is not too hard, but it's not a beginner song. There's some tricky parts to it. So as you're practicing each phrase, make sure you play slowly and be sure that you're playing all of the correct notes. And as you practice slowly, eventually you can start to speed up the phrases, and eventually you'll be able to play along with me with our background track. So right now, I'm going to play the full song with our play along track, and you can try to play along. So there we have the Pink Panther on alto sax. Thanks everybody for watching. Those of you that requested this song, I want to thank you for your comments and for making your requests. I hope to answer all of your requests. It's just a matter of finding the time to make these videos. But I love making these videos for you guys. I really appreciate all of you who are subscribing, commenting, and liking and sharing my videos. It's really great. I really appreciate it. So as always, remember we have the notes written down in the description. We have a link for you to download the play along track at our website, gobando.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now go practice.